Hello, everyone, and welcome to Horizon Zero. You really just gonna let me shoot you? Okay. Horizon Zero Dawn, or no, Horizon Forbidden West. I'm gonna try to get
There's a wide maw. That's exactly what we need.
Okay, one thing I really I wouldn't say I despise. I played a little bit of this to try to get parts for just crafting and whatnot. Okay, this tree is actually a really good place to stand. I do not like having to sit there and like figure out which piece it is. Like, I understand the game. I don't think there's a way the game could like do that for you, but I really do not like having to figure that out.
Oh, it's his mouth. So I think the only way you can get it is when he opens his mouth.
Yeah,
like that. Dude, did you get it?
I don't know.
No, maybe it just shocked him.
Like, this thing is destroying them, but I don't want to do that.
Against them.
I want to take their teeth out. Okay, so the answer to the question is no, I can't get one for whatever reason.
Not right now, anyways. Yeah, we'll have to come back to this, because, good lord, those guys just don't want they just don't want their teeth worked on.
Well, and I'm not like criticizing the game. It's different than the other one in that the other game you can just kill them and then basically take whatever you want from them. There's a few things that don't work that way. Like, you can't grab the Ravager's cannon that I'm aware of after it's dead and so on. But, like, the components for, like, crafting, you could just grab. And so it's different. Like, I'm curious, and it doesn't really need to explain it, but, like, why do the components get destroyed when you kill it? Like, there's a self-destruct button on the components for some reason. You know, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something where it's like, oh, yeah, if you kill the, if you kill the wolf, the hide is no longer usable. Like, why? you have to take off the, which doesn't make sense obviously, but it's like you have to take off the ears before it dies. Like, why? Like, now there's
I wish their little her scan would show berries, like, and herbs and stuff. Or hey, and maybe that was a that's
actually,
a perk.
Here's something I remember seeing as a Karja camp with some random whatever.
Oh yeah, I remembered this.
A quest. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a.
I don't know what it is, but we're just gonna grab it and then. Oh, I can
quest.
also do this. Get.
Open our stash.
Okay.
This
is another thing that games do, where like you have to be facing this direction and be this far. If you're closer, no, that's not there. If you're turned a little bit, it's not there. I'm like, okay, this should be the area. Anywhere in the vicinity, it should work. Like, to some extent. I mean, you know, not to say that's always the case or whatever, but like certain things, I'm like, why can't I just grab these? Like, there's a game I'm playing right now called The Long Dark, and there's times where it's like, to like pick up something, you have to look at like this point on it. It's a stick that's like a foot long, but you have to look at the bottom. And I'm like, but it's only happened a few times.
I'm
like, why?
Were the best delving crew in the claim.
You told me we'd be drowning in artifacts.
Well, I found this, didn't I?
It's a tray.
By the sun, man! Not even the most accomplished crafters of Meridian could pull off such symmetry. I wonder what the old ones served on it. Appetizers, seafood.
Looks like a hard drive or something.
Tray!
I don't know.
Who are you?
Rushavid? You wouldn't recognize the sun if it hit you in the face. This is the savior of Meridian, the one who sees the unseen. You've come for them, haven't you?
Them?
The relics! The lake is full of them. Something big happened here in ancient times.
You mind if I take a look?
What are you doing with that tray?
I know.
The guy's like, I knew it.
Yes, she can scan it.
That's a lot of data.
Yeah, it's a hard drive. That's what I thought.
Should we be sending for a healer?
Whatever this is, it all points to something called a mobile cover system.
Oh, you mean a cover for the tray?
No. More like something that could come handy in a fight. Where did you find this?
The dig site,
Which is now crawling with machines. And unless they magically disappear, we are leaving.
Don't you want to find out what actually happened here?
maybe we still can.
So is the guy on the right him? Is he a historian or are you a Karja delver? Like, not delver, but you know what I mean. Like a merchant. Because
Yeah.
if you're like, we must find out. I'm like,
or
are you making
historian or artifact collector or something like that? Maybe?
Yeah, I'm like, are you are you making a profit? If the answer is no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, maybe check your business model, because if you're just losing money all the time, it's not a good thing. Look at the dig site.
So you got attacked by machines at your dig site?
It was horrifying. When we arrived, the site seemed as calm as a gentle breeze. I saw a glint in the water and waded in. It was the tray. I was so enamored with it, I didn't even see the machines closing in. I barely escaped with my life.
I was there. You actually had a pretty good head start on them.
Easy for you to say, gawking from a safe distance. In any event, I had hoped the Oseram would deal with them. They're supposed to be the best delving crew in the claim.
Instead, all they do is moan about hazard pay. Ha! Not a chance unless we can find some booty to cover my investment.
There's plenty of ruins in the east. Why come all the way out here to look for artifacts?
Well, while my colleagues scour the same old ruins, I intend to blaze a new trail. Loquacious Gendas, the first scholar to discover the secrets of the West. Why, I'll be as famous as the great scribe Aram.
You don't seem to share his optimism.
I sell artifacts to nobles. Ideally, trinkets that are a little more glamorous than seafood trays.
You can be so boorish.
Somebody's got to pay for expeditions like these, and so far we haven't found anything that'll cover my costs.
So he's about profit.
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
Mr. Scrooge. Gotta be all
What drew you
Scroogey.
to
I
this
don't know.
place
I'm
in
just going to say
particular?
something. I'll think
Every
about it.
good expedition starts with a rumor. When the Tenakth chased our forces out of the west, returning soldiers described this lake, rife with signs of the ancients. I knew as soon as I heard the tales that its waters promise a bounty of artifacts.
A promise that hasn't been kept, at least so far.
Those who are patient will be rewarded with sunlight when clouds pass.
And all I was going to say is, Aloy, meaning, has special permission to be in Tenakth territory. Now, I might not be in Tenakth territory. I don't know. They don't necessarily lay it out. Like, I don't know. I think they're further west or whatever. But I'm like, I guess if we're in no man's land, they're fine. Like, it's one of those.
I think that's how it is.
Yeah, because I'm just hey, look at the machine back there.
Where's this dig
yeah,
site? Seems like the best place to start if I'm gonna follow up on this mobile cover system. Maybe I can figure out what actually happened here.
The site is just behind us, up the lake to the west. I knew it was no coincidence our paths crossed, Savior. Imagine what stories you'll bring us once you search the lake with your second sight.
Hopefully just the truth.
The sun has truly shined upon us this day.
Or, you know,
tails.
Aloy, we can make the truth whatever we want.
Yeah.
You know, that the spot behind them was
should go to the
actually
dig
a
site Genghis
famous
mentioned. Clear out
seafood
those machines and
tray
look for any clues in this mobile cover
marketplace.
system.
I mean, whatever you want to do. If you want to do that one,
Broken
Ether,
Sky, yeah, Broken Sky is that.
that's kind of far away, but we can just fast travel
Okay,
to
here
there
and then just start walking, because I can't do him.
Yeah, we need another piece of equipment.
Okay, yeah, we'll just start there. You are a rebel camp. Everything else is what's over here. Thirst for the Hunt.
Follow Draka.
That's the one where I go and fight the Thunderjaw, which again we don't have. In my opinion, you don't have weapons that would do. We could. It would just be a 20-minute
Take a
fight.
while, yeah.
It's like, yeah, I just don't really feel like doing a 20-minute fight. You could probably shoot off. I think he has like a. Well, if they're the same as the other game, there was like a disc thrower that you could. I think it shot like explosive discs or something. I don't really remember. Thunderjaw was like a mobile, not army, but like way more than a tank. Like if I would say if a Thunderjaw and a what would you call those? What were the Deathbringer? Or they're called something else actually. Like the real name. There's the Scarab and the Kopesh. That's the one. The really big ones. I think if you were to pit against each other a Kopesh or Deathbringer and a Thunderjaw, the Thunderjaw would win. Because the Thunderjaw has, one, is a lot faster, and to me has a lot more firepower. At least, in my opinion, seemingly. Who's shouting?
I don't know.
Someone is shouting.
People in trouble. Honora! Hey! Over here!
Kill Honora! Like, whoa, hey, chill.
Yeah.
Assist us with these chargers.
Well, they looked calm before you,
Yeah, they're all...
That doesn't mean you can stop fighting them.
I wonder why they're all freaking out, the Chargers.
yeah.
I guess because they're being shot, but...
Yeah, why are you freaking
Why
out?
are they messing around? Why are they attacking us? Does it have to do with the fact that we're shooting arrows at them?
Ah, come on. Like that. She got caught on the Charger's corpse. Yeah, they're not really a threat, guys. Like, you literally just need to shoot them.
Yeah, you guys are just being bullies.
Like, have they even hit anybody? Like, really?
I wonder what those Tenakth are doing here.
It was Charger. Oh, yeah, Charger Horn.
If the Tenakth couldn't handle Chargers, they're not really good warriors.
Nope. Like, is they're
Chargers are not dangerous.
like, if it had been 3 Claw Striders, then
Yeah.
okay. Like, that's a
We are trying to wrangle these chickens and they attacked us. Thank you so much. Like, oh my gosh.
yeah.
Really?
Thank you so much for helping us. Helping us what? Stop them
What you're doing here.
from mauling you?
Takto, you're embarrassing us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. No.
I'm, guessing you're a Tenakth patrol. How did you end up in trouble with those chargers?
You need to answer our questions. We don't answer yours.
Takto, she just fought on our side.
That doesn't mean she's an ally.
That's pretty much exactly what that means. And we've enough to do chasing down these Regala zealots without picking fights with Nora warriors.
Regala's desert Tenakth. We should be fighting alongside her instead of sitting this out.
Regala has forgotten her duty and let her anger at the Karja draw us into... We will speak about this later. You fought with courage and honor. You're free to go on to the Grove, Nora.
The Grove?
Our capital. If you want to spend time in this area, you'd be wise to check in with the commanders there.
Okay, I have a question. Like, I think I could pretty much go where I want to on Tenakth
Yeah.
territory because of what the marshal said. You were just like, you may now go to the Grove. I'm like, who are you to tell me that I have the authority to go to this capital city of this, like, very, very
I'm
exclusive
curious.
tribe? But anyway,
How do they know what a Nora even looks like?
I don't know. I'm not wearing Nora clothes. I really wish, I do wish that the game, because actually tried this on the first one, because I think I wore a Nora outfit for most of the first time I played the game, the Horizon Zero Dawn, because I was doing like a lot of just stealth, and so I basically exclusively wore like a Nora stealth armor or something. But I purposely, just to see if what would happen, I purposely overdraw magic. Okay. I purposely, when I went into the Hunter's Lodge, put on or bought a Karja outfit, like I'm dressed as a Karja, and then walked in and started talking to the person, and then the person's like, "What's a Nora girl doing here?" I'm like, "How do you know I'm Nora?" So I was like kind of annoyed that the game just like, "Well, you're Nora because you're Nora." Like he should be like, "I haven't seen you before." Like he should inquire about it or something, and then like, "Oh, I can tell you're Nora by your accent or something," versus it just being like, "Nora, you're Nora." Obviously, you know why? Because you're Nora. Because everyone's just like, "Oh, look, a Nora," and you're like, "I'm wearing an Otaro, whatever." Like, why would you assume I'm Nora?
What is that? Is that a rebel camp or
No,
what is that?
actually, I can't tell you it's not, but I don't think it is. This is the Grove. I don't know.
It's like a cauldron, but
Oh,
it's offline. Seems like it has some kind of ritual importance to the Tenakth.
oh yeah, we come here later. I don't know why, for whatever reason, we can't call our mount.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the
He's too far away
Yeah,
to hear your
it is.
call.
It's nice that the game. Again, I'm being a little critical, whatever. Stuff that I feel like that gets me sometimes when it comes to random things is it'll be like UI stuff, and it'll to me, I liked in the first game I could hold this and then tap over, so I could slow motion find what I wanted and then use it.
Oh yeah,
But you can't in this game, and I think that's just like as they did it.
Thunderjaw.
It's not wrong. It's just different than what they had, and then it's caused me kind of quote some problems. But I was also trying. So again, when you're scanning, and if you're scanning something and it doesn't see you, then it's easy to just kind of sit in a bush and then figure out what you're trying to find on a machine and then tag them or whatever. If you're fighting them, you can't stay still very long, so you have to be running. And then so I was trying to use the the gyroscope aiming. Okay, it is still on, but I was trying to tag something, so I'm trying to sit like this and then use my left hand on the other hand to do it, and then I'll just do this, and it like went all over the place, and I'm like, oh, this combination is not working.
Yeah, I did not. I didn't ever use the gyroscope.
It wasn't. Yeah, it's not like it was done wrong in the developer's side or anything. It just like it.
I'm curious how many people use that.
I don't know.
On PlayStation.
I'm not like I'm gonna keep it on for now because I wanted to try to learn it and whatnot because it's like if it's like if I can use it like I did the one in what's it called Breath of the Wild, then it's great because I got really used to that. Like you could, I guess in that game you can jump and kind of have a slow motion. It's obviously a lizard. I don't think there's nothing special. It's just meat. Chuckwalla something.
I'm getting close to Ether's location. Guy said it would be in some kind of
Ether. No.
These are cool. I always like doing these. Gotta find Ether. So is Ether the nature one?
I think that's the one that's there's most of them are nature.
Control of the sky.
I think that's the one that it's like.
We're here. Okay. Okay, cool.
I'm curious which one that is. I know. Demeter's
the seeds. I remember that.
Demeter's the seeds. So this is probably. I think it's the air. Yeah. It doesn't show me that. Okay, now I want to know. So there's a way for me to find that out. Yeah, it's over here. Minerva is the code breaking. Hephaestus, Aether is Earth's atmosphere. So why is that the case? Like it cuts off Earth's atmosphere. I'm like, it's clearly showing animal life, humanity, but it's like, why is it cut off? Like, these are
because it's like corrupted data or something.
That doesn't make sense. This is my log though, and also these were. So maybe you can go to them because like these were cut off. Okay, yeah, I can just go to them. That's why. At first I was like, it's like corrupted data, and I'm like, why? It's someone telling me what it is. Like, do they not finish the story? They're like, and
it's like that. It's like that guy in. Do you remember the old movie? But Night at the Museum. Do you remember that, the first one?
I remember the movie.
So remember Ben Stiller's boss? He would always be like, "If you don't do this, then I'm gonna."
And he like couldn't think
and
of
he would
something.
he would just and he would be like, "What?" And he would do that a bunch of times.
It's like him.
That always made me laugh. I like that.
Isn't he
He's
the
like,
guy?
You better not.
Isn't he the guy who did like the whatchamacallit, the English Office?
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, Ricky
not
Gervais.
Not Michael Scott, but he's the manager guy.
Hello there. We come in peace.
We will not yield. Regala's forces may seem strong now, but
her machines took out my entire squad.
Remember the visions. The old ones didn't choose their fight, but still they stood firm. They didn't falter. And neither will we.
I don't know how she gets her hair like that. It looks like feathers almost.
You've come to us.
You know who I am?
Oh, the warrior with hair like wildfire who defeated Regala's champion at Barren Light. Yes, you are known to us. I am Dekka, chaplain of the Lowland clan. You've come to speak with Chief Hekarro.
Not quite. There's something I need here.
Anything you need, the Chief will provide. Come.
Oh, is he like
Is that
God?
one of the visions
Yeah.
you're talking about?
Yes. The records of the 10. I can show you them, if you like. On the way to the Chief.
Just a long pause.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does it mean to be a chaplain here?
We who outlast our youth study the visions and share their wisdom with our young.
What kind of wisdom?
How to be a true warrior. To fight with bravery and unflinching honor. And to know when to call for peace.
And to know when to use strawberry
You can see
jelly
for
versus
yourself
grape jelly
when
on
we go
your
inside.
sandwich.
Yeah.
These youngins don't know.
So her mouth is like red, and I'm just like, I don't know. Is that supposed to be like blood or whatever? I don't know. Not
think it's
blood,
like
but
paint or
it is.
whatever.
But I mean, like, why did you paint your mouth red? You know, it's a
I don't know.
Hekarro wants to see me.
Why does Hekarro want to see me?
We are at war with Regalla. And you've already shown that you can stand against her.
I'm not here to fight a war for you.
Not for us. With us. But I won't try to persuade you. That is for the Chief. He can be very convincing.
Aloy's like, I'm not here to fight a war for you. He's like, not for us. I'm not here to fight a war with you either. Like, I'm here to save the planet. Like,
These
anyway.
visions. You said they're the records of the 10. Who are they?
Old ones. Who fought a heroic battle against machines on this very soil long ago. Their deeds are honored in the visions. At least what remains of them. To be remembered and exalted.
There used to be more of these visions?
Many more. Once this place was filled with light and sound, but over the years they've fallen into darkness, one by one. That is why chaplains are so important to the tribe. We remember all we can of the visions, etched in our flesh, passed down by word of mouth from generation to generation. One day the whole grove may go dark. But chaplains who come after me will keep the memories alive.
So it says they etch the memories onto their skin. How do you know what? Is it a language or something? And they know, oh, this is, or this symbol means this.
It might just be pictograph type things. I don't know. I was gonna say, like, yeah, have you heard of written language? Like, write them down. I'm not saying you don't verbally tell people as well, but then you have a written record that you store, and that's like, you know,
All right.
because
Let's go
verbal
see Chief
things
Hekarro.
change all the time, unless
He's
you're
in
fine
the
with it kind of
throne
being
room,
just an.
far into the grove.
Anyway,
Come. Be welcome among the records of the 10.
like if the point of these is just to be an inspiration to the warriors, then, you know, fine. I guess they can kind of evolve over time as people just tell the story. But if it's supposed to be accurate, then word of
It's
mouth is not necessarily
glitched.
the best.
Incomplete.
Their full truths are lost to us. It's a chaplain's duty to make sense of these visions as best we can.
So, first thought, looking at this, I don't know if this is the case, but this looks like a comic book type thing. So I don't know. You know. It'd be kind of funny if it was like they fought these machines. Actually, this is just a comic book. It's not real, but yeah, sure.
Led by weapons were battle.
No, it sounds like a. Okay, it
The
looks like
10 were
Marines
dedicated
training. or something.
soldiers, working together as a squad and sharing in their duty. And when the time came for battle, they took to the skies and leaped to glory. All Tenakth seek to follow their example. Before the chief, it was one of the few things the clans had in common.
All Tenakth seek to gain their wings. What?
Yeah.
Like, Many Tenakth have died jumping off this cliff. Like, oh my god.
Eventually, we will hopefully develop wings.
Yeah.
A blast. Any cargo. 10 will defending mountain line.
During their war, the 10 climbed sheer rock, braving blinding snow and wind. They stopped at nothing to protect their own.
You make them sound invincible.
They weren't. But the visions tell us of their courage and strength. Something our soldiers aspire to. The Sky Clan admires this one above all the rest. They make their home in the mountains northwest of here.
10 seized the desert. Others heard the raging sands. Their soldiers fling enemy lines.
What's this one about?
The 10 waged war against their enemy in the desert heat, a land too harsh for any to survive. But against all odds, they prevailed. So the Desert Clan does the same. You must have passed through their territory on the way here.
I did.
I'm trying to remember if this place, like pre-war, was a
They
museum.
take that as a compliment.
I guess.
It looks kind of like it would have been, although these pillars look
Yeah.
like these pillars look like kind of ancient, you know, not modern in that sense of the old world. So I don't know if they've just been built up, carved out of. Maybe they were stone pillars normally, and then
So that's the chief.
because
So
that looks very like I don't know, whatever.
And protected in the jungle, sealed by darkness, and trapped their enemies.
Soldiers in a jungle. Those were the 10?
Yes, they knew how to use the jungle's depths to distract the enemy until the perfect moment to strike. Generations ago, my clan, the Lowland, looked to this one for inspiration as they claimed the jungle to the southwest.
What are you?
Untala.
Okay, we'll see what you
You
want.
have an old world recording?
This box was speaking with voices of the old ones. But now there's noise over them.
Let me take a look.
Ah,
did
you
you
got
find
the
this?
noise filter on.
We took it from an Oseram
Just gotta
Delver.
turn that off.
He was trying to steal it, and other artifacts from Tenakth territory. The others were going to bury it in the sand with her. But then I heard the voices.
Well, the data here is badly corrupted, but
Delta Juliet 9, you are weapons free and clear to engage the swarm. Good hunting.
Copy that. We'll buy Zero Dawn the time you need. Delta Juliet 9 out.
The voices of warriors from the past. And that Oseram wanted to sell them for shards. The bravery of the 10 should be remembered.
I'm not sure what you mean by the 10. These voices came from the final battle of the old ones.
Another battle? I could learn more about it if I could find the other boxes. That Delver did say there might be more recordings to be found in the wreckage of ancient flying machines. She claimed she had a way to locate them.
Yeah. The box with the voice data on it is emitting a locator signal. I could use it to find the others.
If you do then, bring them back here. I will see to it that they're treated with proper respect. Whatever sacrifices were made by these ancient soldiers, we will honor them.
Why collect them? Yeah, I'm kind of like stumbling on these for the anyway, but
Why do you want these recordings?
Every battle teaches its soldiers. We should learn those lessons and honor those who fell. That is our way.
Do you get many Oseram Delvers in Tenakth territory?
Fewer every time we catch them, but those thieving rats would do anything for the shards. There'll always be some who'll risk coming here.
And what do you do with the ones you catch?
Delvers spend their lives in the dust. So we bury them in it, alive.
If I find more of those recordings, I'll bring them back to you.
So I think those are black
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 boxes,
boxes
yeah.
from machines. So those you can kind of find out just in the world and collect some of them.
Black boxes from the planes, I would assume.
My focus can detect beacons from those recording devices. Should help me to find any others that are still out there.
All right, let us meet Chief Hekarro.
Huh, just like spikes.
The chief is inside. Are you ready to see him?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Good. Come.
So yeah, it was like, whatever you need, the chief will provide. I'm like, he knows about Ether? I highly doubt he knows about Ether. Just gonna throw that out there. Like, if I'm right, you owe me like, I don't know, 50 shards or something. Yeah, it's like, I have been looking for one to, you know, recover Ether for, you know, these many years. What?
It's underneath the throne.
I will see you soon, Outlander.
The savior of Meridian. I am told you held back Regalla's forces outside Barren Light. And defeated her champion, Grutta, in single combat. Impressive.
I met Fashav there too. He said you were a great warrior. And a man of honor.
His death is a painful loss among many. We will not soon recover from the massacre of our marshals. But if you are here to pledge your service, that could help considerably.
I am not here to fight for you. I need something in that basement. Something that will save many lives, yours included. It's not something you can see, but it is there.
I have seen it. You have named your price. Now I name mine. With my marshals dead, I need your spear. Help me defeat my enemies, and I will grant you access to the chamber below.
I don't have a price. I am not a hired killer. I'm here to save lives, more than you can count.
I count the corpses of marshals slain. I count hundreds more Tenakth, whose lives hang in the balance. I will fight for them. I will kill anyone who threatens the peace, and you will too, if you want me to open the door to the chamber below.
Okay. So by that logic, what's stopping me from killing you right now? And taking what I need to save everyone?
You could try. You might even succeed. Either way, you must fight. My way might hold off Regalla and the slaughter she craves.
Fine. What do you need?
I need more marshals to keep the tribe together. Such warriors can only be promoted at a trial by combat called the Cool Route. I've sent out a call for the competition, but since Regalla seeks to undermine me, she is certain to attack it. She'll want to kill me in front of the assembled clans.
So what, you want me to be your bodyguard?
No, to defend the Cool Route. But there is more. Knowing Regalla will attack, one of the clans have balked at sending their contestants. You must go north and force Tenakth, the commander of the Sky Clan, to submit and send his best.
Force him to submit?
Do whatever is necessary. I can't hold a Cool Route with 2 of the 3 clans in attendance. Marshal Kathala will assist you. He was maimed at Barren Light, but he can still be of use. I sent him ahead to the northern village of Stone Crest. Meet him there, and he will guide you to the Sky Clan stronghold. If you have any questions about your mission, now is the time.
So is he the main chief?
Yeah, he's the
Okay.
Tenakth chief. Yeah.
Because, like, I know they're split, kind of, and I don't know the full thing, but yeah, I'm just going to go through these.
You said you saw what's in the basement?
I did, on the day of my greatest victory.
What do you mean?
For a dozen generations, the three clans battled for control of this hallowed ground. Only I achieved it. I fought for years, killed whoever stood in my way. When I had finally slain all rivals, I stood alone in the grove. Victory was mine to savor, or so I thought. Thunder roared from the east, and a bolt of blue struck this place. That chamber.
Gaia dies. And Aether arrives.
All around me, the visions of the grove grew louder and brighter. And suddenly a new one appeared before me. The old one spoke, and what they said changed everything.
What did the old ones say to you in this new vision?
The one called Faraday foretold the growing danger of the machines, and said we must unify to stop them. She called for marshals to enforce the peace. Then the vision faded, never to be seen again. I marked the spot where it shone with my spear, and I took Faraday's words to heart. Renounced war between the clans, trained warriors to fight machines, ordained marshals through the cool route. Since then, the tribe has been at peace, until Regala attacked at Barren Light.
And the chamber, beneath the throne. You went in after the vision?
I did. Inside is an ancient device. It hums with power. You will see it for yourself after the cool route. This I swear.
Why won't the Sky Clan send contestants to the cool route?
Of the three clans, they have the most defensible base, protected by a mighty wall called the Bulwark. Their commander believes he can wait out the war between Regala's forces and my own, safe behind his barrier.
Staying strong, while you and Regala weaken each other.
You think like a seasoned marshal. Good.
Why send me to deal with the Sky Clan?
All Tenakth respect strength, and you drove Regala back at Barren Light.
That and most of your marshals are dead?
Correct.
What about Katalo? Can't he do it by himself?
He is maimed. They will no longer respect him.
That hardly seems fair.
What is fair about losing an arm? Whether they respect him or not, Katalo still has worth. He knows the Sky Clan. He was raised in their base. He will guide you well.
What exactly is the cool route?
Where once the clans fought each other, now we fight as one, against the machines. That is my law made manifest in the cool route. Each clan must send contestants whenever I call for the ritual. These contestants face trial by combat against machines in an arena just beyond these walls. Those who distinguish themselves become marshals who bind the tribe together as peacekeepers.
You called them peacekeepers, but the marshals I met at the embassy were warriors.
Warriors, yes, but more. They renounce the clan that birthed them and pledge themselves to order and peace. They enforce my law. They settle disputes and stand for Tenakth in parley with other tribes. Without them, I cannot rule. Which is why you must ensure the next cool route takes place.
Fashav called Regala your greatest mistake. Why?
That is not your concern.
Really? I fought against her forces at Barren Light, and I don't even know what her problem is.
She was the deadliest of my marshals. The point of my spear.
So what happened?
Above all, Regala despises the Karja who burned her younger brothers alive. After we turned back the red raids and tore down the battlements of Barren Light, she hoped to chase them all the way to Meridian. She could not see the cost of such a war, nor the benefits of peace after the Mad Sun King fell. When I accepted Avad's entreaties, she went mad, called me traitor, challenged me before the marshals.
What did you do when Regala challenged you?
If you were Tenakth, you would know that such a challenge cannot be refused. It was not easy to subdue her. I bear 7 scars from that fight. The other marshals wanted me to execute her on the spot, but I found I could not sever the bond between us. Her loyalty had been as boundless as her rage, so I spared her. Rather than mercy, she took it as a humiliation, one she will never be free from.
So Regala wants you dead.
She does. But that will not be enough. She won't rest until all 3 clans fall in behind her as she marches on Meridian. Who knows? With machines under her control, perhaps she can raise it to the ground.
It's been tried before.
So I hear.
I'm sorry about Fashav. He seemed like a good man.
More than a man. A bridge between Tenakth and Karja. No Outlander ever earned our respect as he did. I had hoped he would be my voice in Meridian. That peace with the Karja might become something more.
An alliance?
In exchange. The Karja have much we lack. Our deeds are written in ink upon our bodies. Our memories die with our flesh. But the Karja never forget. Their deeds are written in book and scroll.
He wanted to learn from them.
As I learned from Fashav. He will be missed.
So it sounds like they don't have a written language.
Yeah.
I will go north.
I'll do what you want and go north to deal with Dakota. But you'd better not forget about our deal.
You will have what was promised, if you succeed. Speak to Dekka on your way out. She will arm you for the road ahead.
If they don't have a written language, what do they think those things are floating below them when they talk? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, really.
Like, I don't understand.
So he said Faraday spoke to him. Who's Faraday? Do we know who that is? Is that somebody from like the old world, like one of the scientists or something like that, or one of the generals?
I feel like I know the name, but I don't know who.
Yeah.
That may have been like maybe a general from the army or something like that.
That's my guess.
I feel like that is the case. I feel like maybe one of the generals that was like around the board that when Elizabeth told them like basically that this is Zero Dawn, this is our plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I may look that up if I remember, and if I can put something up, I may.
Hekarro said you have something for me?
A weapon to aid your mission. You'll need it for the long road to Stonecrest. Many machines prowl along the way, and our scouts have sighted Regala's rebels in the area.
Machines and rebels. Nothing I haven't faced before.
Indeed. Head north towards the foothills. Ascend its slopes until your legs burn and the chill air catches in your chest. Then you'll know you're in the Sky Clan's domain. Strike true as the 10, Aloy.
What weapon? Cleaving sharpshot bow. Oh, do we now have tear?
Now?
These powerful arrows do high tear damage with compressed air blast. Yeah, that's what we needed. That is what we needed. Use them to remove armor.
So then I just got.
Nice.
I got a bow.
I think you have to equip
one
it.
of those.
It's not equipped.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the exclamation mark? Yeah, that one. Yep, that has it. Oh, those are so good. All right, well, I guess this is a good place to call it an episode. We met Chief Hekarro, and now we're going to head to the Sky Clan, or at least that's our next main mission. But thank you all for watching, and we'll see everybody in the next episode.